No one really knows why a North Korean submarine sank a South Korean Navy ship earlier this year, killing 46 sailors. Then again, few people know much about North Korea, period. This is the satellite nighttime view of the Korean peninsula. The south ablaze in the glitter of the 21st century. The north, dark, just plain dark. It was more than 60 years ago when the Soviet Union installed Kim Il-sung as the first leader of North Korea. Kongdan Oh-hasig is with the Institute for Defense Analysis.
He is a very charismatic man, and he has a powerful personality and also quite bright. And the entire state energy went to kind of create the aura and the cult of personality as the almost invincible.
It was at the start of the 1960s when Kim Il-sung started to implement an agricultural system built on total self-reliance called juche. The people were to feed themselves with no assistance from the outside world. But despite such political rhetoric, there was massive assistance from the outside, namely from China and the Soviet Union.
And they relied on those two communist states. So-called self-reliance, which is called in Korean juche, it's kind of a joke.
In the mid-1990s, this philosophy of juche, along with a series of droughts and floods and the collapse of the Soviet Union, resulted in a brutal famine in North Korea. Scott Snyder is with the Asia Foundation.
The intense effort to be self-sufficient in food actually resulted in a natural disaster.
Jay Koo is with the U.S. Korea Institute.
As many as 2 million people could have died.
We call stealth famine because nobody challenged the state and they silently died.
The famine really marked, I think, a paradigm shift in terms of North Korean society.
Everybody got smarter. Self-reliance, joke. State food, joke. Ruler, benevolent, not existing. I have to survive by myself.
In 1994, at the beginning of the famine that lasted 3 years, Kim Il-sung died. He was succeeded by his son, Kim Jong-il. It was soon apparent the son lacked the political skills of the father.
The father's nickname was, he was the leader, walk toward the people. And the son is called, the leader walked away from the people.
Last year, North Korea devalued its currency. The little money ordinary North Koreans had managed to save was now virtually worthless. The economy, dependent on black markets, collapsed.
$100 worth of accumulated wealth is now basically $1.
This currency shift affected almost all North Koreans, including party loyalists, most of them city dwellers with military or political connections.
The people who are supposed to be loyal to the regime, I think now thinking out loud and not having the kind of the trust and loyalty to the regime as they used to.
In the face of a more skeptical populace, Kim Jong-il now leans even more on his 1 million-man army and a network of loyalists to stamp out any political dissent.
North Korean society has been organized in such a way that a single leader is appointed to report on the activities of every 10 households.
You don't even trust your wife's family because who knows the wife's family is your watcher.
North Koreans are forbidden anything that would expose them to the outside world. So owning a cell phone or even a foreign-made DVD can land the owner in prison. Portraits of the two Kims hang in every house in the country, or at least they're supposed to.
If you're discovered by, for instance, the neighborhood cadre not to be caring for your portrait, then you may suffer some kind of penalty. It could be as serious as being sent off to a prison camp.
But in this digital age, more and more North Koreans are able to glimpse life in neighboring countries like China, and especially South Korea.
They know that their southern brethren is much richer. This is a country and people that's been just zapped in a time warp, Stone Age.
Some say there are up to 300,000 people in Soviet-style labor camps throughout North Korea. Meanwhile, with 68-year-old Kim Jong-il ailing, his third and youngest son, Kim Jong-un, is reportedly being groomed to continue the family dynasty in the world's last truly Stalinist dictatorship. And now you know.